Alright guys, this is the death battle I've been waiting for. Hulk versus Godzilla. Human will given form by the power of gamma radiation, and the force of nature given birth by nuclear radiation. This is pretty dope. I've been wondering what would happen if these two fought for a while, even though they have clashed before. But, you know, composited, both of them. Let's see what happens. Death battle likes to composite. Let's get these subtitles out of here.
The Hulk versus Godzilla.
Haha.
Green Goliath against the king of the monsters.
This looks like Devil Artemis.
Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find
That's
out
some
who
Hulk
would
model
win
they're
a
using.
death battle.
The Hulk is a personification of the enemy which lurks under the surface of us all. We have to control that enemy within ourselves, or we can't control the conduct of the world. Bill Bixby.
What is the Hulk? Is he man? Is he monster? Or is he both?
He's a mean green smashing machine.
That movie was goated. Second Hulk movie?
A weapon designed by the greatest
I
gamma
like that
scientist of
Hulk
all,
way better than
Dr. Robert
Mark
Bruce
Ruffalo Hulk.
Banner.
That was the
But
best
just
live action
before
Hulk.
it went up
That day, Bruce Banner died.
and became the Incredible Hulk, a pissed off giant who must be really glad Bruce wears the purple stretch fit.
Standing 8 feet tall and stronger than 10 million men,
He just
the
happened to be
Hulk
wearing
emerges
stretchy
when
pants that
Banner's
day.
anger flares.
Feels realistic. He would have been
Don't
ass
make him
naked.
angry. Rip.
The Devil Hulk is a violent,
Oh, boy.
overprotective personality that Banner unintentionally manifested as a result of his father's
And that's
abuse.
before he even became a
Holy
demon.
shit! Somebody actually
Like, Devil
drew
Hulk
this?
isn't even
But the
demonic,
Hulk
funnily
everyone
enough.
knows, the big guy, is known as Savage Hulk.
The angrier he is, the stronger he gets, with no limit.
Except for one, Bruce Banner. Hulk is complicated.
Oh, they hate each other.
Mostly. Occasionally, they can come to an understanding. The alter best representing this would be the Professor
Hulk.
Hulk, a balanced blend of Banner's brain and the Hulk's brawn.
The buffest nerd you'll ever meet. But what about when Bruce takes a step back? If he isn't trying to restrain the Hulk, what do you get?
The Green Scar.
The World
Okay.
Breaker.
Without Bruce's temperament, the Hulk's power and fury surges, mixing Savage's rising strength with the personality and cunning of a warlord. The Green Scar is no mere superhero. He's a king and a conqueror. Speaking of Thor, the Hulk consistently battles on par with him.
That
even
movie
when
was
he
so
held
good.
The Odin Force, with which he could command his hammer through infinite distances and match the power of Null, who killed countless Celestials. Even without it, Mjolnir can cross the universe in seconds.
Hulk tore a universe apart with just a clap.
That's
Good luck
insane.
with that, Hammer Man. Even getting ripped apart by Wolverine barely slows him down.
And the
Made his
angrier
blood
he
red
gets,
in that movie.
the more regenerating
That was a
cells
good
his
movie,
body
too.
produces.
It gets weirder. Did you know that if he absorbs enough gamma, he can shoot lasers from his eyes
What?
and read people's minds? Oh, also,
What?
he can see ghosts and
What?
give him a good old-fashioned Hulk smash.
Hulk can break through the boundaries
This
of
is
comic
radiation,
book
by
borders
the way.
themselves into the empty white between panels, a gutter space beyond time.
You giving him
and
gag
concept.
feats
What,
in a
like
gag
how
comic?
She-Hulk can, for some reason, break the fourth wall and talk to the reader? Oh, wait, that makes sense now. It's all gamma.
Exactly. In real life,
That
gamma
was
rays
Lady
are
Pool, right?
electromagnetic
that was
radiation
Gwenpool.
similar to X-rays.
But
literally
in
a gag
Marvel
character.
Comics, gamma comes from hell.
On Earth 616, gamma radiation is an electromagnetic
Here we
frequency
go.
that can manifest
We're getting
as
into
either
the Immortal
a
Hulk
wave,
territory.
a particle, or something else. Something that nobody really understands.
Except for
Say
Bruce.
gamma
That's
radiation
right.
is the rage
Dr.
of the
Banner
wonderful
is a
Wall himself.
certified genius with 7 PhDs. According to Norman Osborn, he's the 4th smartest person on the planet.
And
For real?
that's comparing him to
Wait,
Big
hold on.
Brains.
Dr. Banner is a certified genius with 7 PhDs. According to Norman Osborn, he's the 4th smartest person on the planet.
Damn. I know the first one is. He's the fourth. The first one's Mr. Fantastic. Is Doctor Doom smarter than Bruce Banner? He's got to be smarter than Banner, right? Maybe? Doom and Stark? Could you say Banner's smarter than Stark? I don't know. I don't think he is. Tony Stark, he has God tech, bro. That's a hard one. Let me know if I guessed that correctly. I don't know which order you'd put Doom and Stark in, but I'm guessing they're the ones that are above Banner, maybe. I already know Mr. Fantastic's the number one smartest, though.
And that's comparing him to big brains like Reed, Doom, and Tony.
What did I say? What did I say? Damn.
He wired up Hulk like a starship, piloting him from
I
the
remember that.
mindscape
That was a
within.
weird arc.
He even the Green Door.
You know how we said the bomb killed Bruce?
Here we
that
go.
wasn't some flowery metaphor or whatever. He died and
Bro.
came back as Hulk.
Came back.
I don't like that picture, dog. I don't like that picture at all. I don't like that picture at all, man.
Or whatever. He died and came back as
Yo. I don't like that picture, dog. What the? Look at his face, bro.
Come over here and kiss me on my hot mouth. I'm feeling romantical.
Nah.
Hulk.
Came back from the below place, the hell beneath hell, the lowest
What?
possible dimension of reality.
It's trippy, but whenever Hulk dies, he goes there. Then a green door opens and he goes back to where he was before. Easy as that. It doesn't matter if he's been atomized,
Sounds like
sliced
a
up
GTA
into jars,
character.
or digested by werewolves. If he goes through the door, he's back, ready to rumble. The
No matter
green
how
door
many,
did
no
get
matter what
locked
you
in-
do to a GTA character, you could obliterate them. They're just gonna wake up in the hospital.
Turns out that third form of Gamma, this anomaly from the bedrock of hell, spawns from none other than the one below all. The
Yup.
dark side of the one above all.
That's right.
Here we
God
go.
has a Hulk, and it wants Bruce to bring about the end of all things. But Hulk just said, nah.
So, what is the Hulk? An uncontrollable monster? A prison for a tortured soul? A super weapon for Armageddon?
Don't overthink it, Wiz. Hulk
Oh.
is Hulk, and Hulk's the strongest one there is.
Alright, let's see Gojira. Godzilla is the son of the atomic bomb. He is a nightmare created out of the darkness of the human soul. He is the sacred beast of the apocalypse. Tomoyuki Tanaka. He ain't wrong, bro. That's like the most evil creation humanity has made. You know, that's even above, and I'm putting that above all the torture machines, all those medieval torture machines that they made, those terrible devices, like similar to the Iron Horse. That's evil things people made, man. Evil things, but the ability to just destroy an entire planet. Who needed that?
The year was 1946. The press gathered at Bikini Atoll to witness.
Because
the
we have
drop
enough nukes
of
on the planet
nuclear bomb.
to wipe it
But
out.
many leagues beneath their feet, something ancient stirred.
Godzilla, the king of the monsters. He was pretty pissed off over the worst wake up ever, so he
Let me
swept
tell you
the
one
feet.
story. I forgot where I heard this from, but during the arms race, there was this guy who made like this giant, humongous nuke. And the nuke wasn't meant to launch. It was meant to detonate on American soil. Because he was like, what's the point of shooting the nuke at another country if when I detonate it here, it's going to destroy the entire planet? So they're like, you're not making that. you're not making that nuke. But it doesn't matter because like as a whole, collectively, we have enough nuclear missiles to pretty much do just that. Every country fires their nukes at the same time. The explosion is going to be powerful than that one stationary nuke would have been back then. So, yeah.
Something ancient stirred.
Godzilla, the king of the monsters. He was pretty pissed off over the worst wake up ever, so he swam to Japan for one hell of a
Yeah,
crash out.
they nuked
Japan
his
was
family.
still recovering from the war.
He's the only
so
one that
seeing
survived
this
and mutated
mutilated
from it.
radioactive monster towering high like a mushroom
Ugh.
cloud wasn't just frightening, it seemed prophetic. The bomb was just the beginning. Man had sparked the end of times.
Complete with googly eyes. And the most epic roar ever.
It changes eyes as the movies go on.
Over the years, there have been many iterations of the beast.
Between movies, TV, comics, and
Sometimes
cartoons,
he's-
there's at least 27 different Godzillas stomping around.
Wow.
Not including Manila, the Scrappy Doo of Kaiju.
Yeah, we don't
Sorry,
talk about him.
that's insulting to Scrappy Doo.
Despite the variety, Godzilla is somewhat
Disappointment.
consistent, so we'll examine his entire history, focusing on the larger releases. In most iterations, Godzilla
excuse
is a
me?
rare. Despite the variety, Godzilla is somewhat consistent, so we'll examine his entire history, focusing
Okay.
on the larger releases. In most iterations, Godzilla is a rare theropod that went dormant for millions of years before nuclear bombs mutated it into a gargantuan radioactive monster.
Standing 165 feet tall, at minimum, Goji smashes through skyscraper.
Christ.
165 feet tall, at minimum, Goji smashes through skyscrapers with ease. He's so casual about bullets and rockets, they might as well be gnats. And the bombs did so much more than just pump up his size. He's got atomic breath.
A concentrated beam or spray of radioactive heat.
It started
With an
off as a
estimated
spray.
range of
It really
1,100
looked.
miles. It can exceed 500.
It really put the
degrees
chemical
Celsius,
warfare
almost
aspect
90
into
times
his
hotter
character.
than the surface of the
The beams
sun.
are way
But
cooler though.
depending on how
Radioactive heat. With an estimated range of 1,100 miles, it can exceed 500,000 degrees Celsius, almost 90 times hotter than the surface of the sun.
Jeez.
But depending on how much radiation he's absorbed, or life energy from a giant pterodactyl, he can
does
do
what,
way
life
more
energy
with
too?
it.
His red spiral ray is a supercharged version that doubles in heat and power, and spins.
Or he can blast it out of his back and fly.
That was
well,
cool.
he could always do that, I guess. Look at him go.
That's
With
what
enough
his mouth
energy
though.
built up, Godzilla can blast a nuclear
That's
pulse
fire.
out of his whole body,
That's fire.
creating a massive wave of atomic destruction.
His breathing laser can even break through dimensions, like when he found himself
Godzilla
face to
anime.
face with a giant mech.
I didn't see that
piloted
yet.
by Hatsune Miku?
What?
There's also a number of era exclusive powers. Shin Godzilla can fire rays from
I
his
didn't see that
tail.
movie
And
yet.
Hanna-Barbera Godzilla can fire rays from his eyes. Pew, pew.
Effectively
like the
a
Marvel
living
one.
nuclear reactor, Shin
The first
possesses
Marvel
a
Godzilla.
natural phased array radar that can detect and attack threats automatically.
That's
and
crazy.
Godzilla Earth, who grew over 1,000 feet tall across 2,000 years, could make a barrier only penetrable by kaiju that can bypass physics.
And don't forget,
That's insane.
Big G can ball with the best of them. After Charles Barkley got him his own pair of Nikes, Godzilla got busy.
Bruh, the sponsors.
You know, it's kind of hard to emphasize just how impressively terrifying Godzilla can be when you're bringing up this sort of thing.
Oh yeah? Why don't you find a better spokesperson for Dr. Pepper? Fine, let's talk about when his presence boiled the entire Arctic Ocean, or how he picked up and threw Biolante, which weighed 200,000 tons, or when he no-sold not one,
Comic
not two,
feats?
but 3 meteors.
Including the Permian period extinction event that happened about 200 million years ago.
Then he went to hell, fought some fucked up
What?
versions of God and Satan, and atomic breath
What?
at Space Godzilla so hard that he blew up the whole planet. That's scary enough for you? God, I want to Dr.
Yeah,
Pepper
but
with
that's
such-
not enough for the Hulk to stop the Hulk so far. So far, it's not enough, man.
Awesome might, he's battled the most dangerous of foes, like King Ghidorah and Gigan. In Godzilla vs. Megalon, Gigan flew from the M Hunter Nebula to Earth in 24 seconds. And that nebula
There's nothing
is
compared to Thor's
30,000
hammer.
light years away.
But sadly, OG Goji got done in by the
Yeah,
cruelest
Godzilla
weapon
1
ever.
dies.
The Oxygen Destroyer. Developed in secret by Dr. Serizawa, this weapon could suffocate and liquefy molecules. The ramifications of such a weapon were so detrimental, Serizawa took the secrets of its design to his early grave.
He got lucky. It doesn't matter
Yeah.
what you throw at Godzilla. He never really dies. You can blow off his head, explode him from the inside.
Technically, the first Godzilla did die because on the second movie, it was another member of his race that got mutated and woke up. He had like fucked up teeth. He looked different, so that's like their first continuity. You know, later continuities, yeah, the dude just regenerates.
Or crush him in a black hole. Then he'll come back.
Or evolve into an even more powerful form. Godzilla's
Kaioken
always
times 20
possessed
Godzilla.
heightened adaptation, but many iterations clearly showcase instantaneous evolution.
And super forms. He's gone full shonen and powered up a few times. So much so he almost
Burning
kicked
Godzilla.
up a nuclear winter just by existing.
Even the Oxygen Destroyer could not permanently end the first Godzilla. His ghost possessed a robot, his bones summoned another Godzilla, and he rose as an undead revenant hell-bent on destroying Japan.
Okay,
Bruh.
why Japan? Couldn't he pick on some other country?
He stomped around the Americas a few times, but it just isn't the same. Godzilla
Oh,
is
that's that
intrinsically
first
lit.
American
He stomped
Godzilla
around
movie.
the
I didn't see
Americas a
that
few
one.
times.
That's when they got it right. But this
But
is
it's just-
this is their fuck up from 2000s. Oh, he's literally just a freaking Tyrannosaurus Rex with spikes growing out of his back. That's all. Very ugly.
isn't the same.
Not
Godzilla
even. He just
is
looks like
intrinsically-
not
He
even a
stomped around the
dinosaur,
Americas
just a
few
giant
times,
lizard,
but it
really.
just isn't the same. Godzilla is intrinsically linked with
Like a
Japan,
Komodo dragon
symbol
standing
of
on
both
his
their
hind legs.
devastation and resilience. A reminder of the threat
Oh,
of
gosh.
nuclear war and what awaits.
Annihilated Earth with space Godzilla. Consistently matches Gigan speed. Destroy universes. Universal. Okay, it was not enough though because the one above all and the one below all. So yeah, it's not looking good unless they give him his Marvel feats, his DC feats.
Defending other monsters, his own kid, and sometimes even people. I'd say there's two types of Godzillas. The monster of nature's wrath and the guardian of planet Earth.
Well, there is a third type, but to understand that, we should first answer a question. How does Godzilla walk?
On two legs, Wiz, obviously.
But according to Square
Here we go.
Law, those legs should be crushed
Because
under
there's
his
too much
own
gravity.
weight.
Oh god, here we go again.
A creature like Godzilla cannot realistically exist. This proved to be an elusive question for decades, even highlighted in Shin Godzilla.
Maybe he's
until
literally
a
just
new
built
theory
different.
was presented in the anime Singular Point. If Godzilla can't exist in our reality, what if he's from a different one?
What? Like
What
he's
the
an
fuck are we
alien
doing?
from another dimension?
What are we really doing here?
What if all kaiju come from a higher plane of existence with no regard for the known laws of physics? This dimension enters our reality in the form of archetype, a
Oh my
transtemporal
God.
conceptual particle.
It's that red dust that's floating all over
This
the
is
place.
where he gets
This
crazy.
archetype can enter any timeline to terraform the Earth and all of reality so that kaiju can exist. This theoretically explains why various Godzillas appear in so many universes. They all trace back to one singular point: Godzilla Ultima.
Sporting the
Excuse
white
me?
grin of a demonic Oni, Ultima is vicious.
Oh, that's a
Just
fat
walking
fuck.
through Tokyo started
Whoa.
1,000 earthquakes around Japan. Even his own blood is a weapon.
Over 300 feet tall and growing ever more as archetype distorts the universe, Ultima's
What?
existence implies a far more complex origin for all Godzillas. Godzilla is a test for humanity, a challenge laid out by
Bro.
an eldritch entity from a dimension we're
I didn't know-
incapable
this is
of
crazy.
perceiving or comprehending.
Come a really long way from Big Lizard Smash Building, huh?
This shadow, this wannabe god, desires to play with and
Oh,
destroy
he's Uggs.
every single universe.
And Godzilla is its avatar.
Through Ultima, this entity sees
Bruh.
the universe as an interactable fiction and can control causality. Ultima himself is a singular point, one of many gateways through which the entity can tamper with reality.
Think of it
This
this,
is-
way.
this
If
is
something happens that the entity
insane.
doesn't like, it can just say, that thing didn't actually happen, and presto, it no longer happened.
That's not to say such an event can't happen
Are
in
you
the
serious?
moment of occurrence, but the entity disconnects cause and effect and nullifies events in retrospect.
You know, going into this
without
death battle, I didn't see this coming, to be honest. I was expecting like a way more like just straightforward fight. This got really this got really complicated and complex.
for time.
And now my head hurts.
Got hacks.
TLDR, Ultima tried to bring about a catastrophe that would end the universe in like a week's time. So, a wacky robot and a time
That
traveling
Jet Jaguar?
Alexa used a supercomputer and this familiar looking doohickey
The orthogonal diagonalizer.
to zap all of Archetype into its final form, cutting up the entity's connection to the universe.
But not killing it. Because while each Godzilla has its differences, one thing remains certain.
Godzilla is immortal, and that makes him the king.
He pretty much does the same thing Darkseid does. That's
Look at
wow.
the skull. All right, the combatants are set, and we've
All
run the
right,
data
here we
through all
go.
It's
Possibilities.
time for a
Let's go.
death battle!
Man. There he goes.
Godzilla has reached the city. So far, the evacuation is... Wait, look!
The incredibly oh. That's a Marvel Rivals model? What's that something else? Wow, he made him look. I think it is, yeah. He eat those. This is crazy. Chomped him. Oh!
time for me to take over. We don't want any trouble.
No! Hulk stays!
They already knew he was going to heal. Bruh. What are you doing? World breaker?
You think you're strong? I scar the world!
Oh! Oh! He got the faster generation. Hulk all over him though. Gonna have to fire that beam. Another shockwave. Oh! Red ray, whatever it's called. Hulk still went through. Gonna mutate and regenerate.
Stupid lizard.
Hulk's gonna regenerate too. Alright, that was cool. The green fist. This is fire!
I think I understand.
Oh, we're going that far already, huh? It might be over already. This dude say he understands.
It's been days since the battle began, and the red
What?
is spreading. Godzilla has grown in size. But
480p?
we believe we are-
That's what you get. You earned that.
How does it work?
Are you serious?
Smash.
Hold on, did they mention that? Did they mention they're gonna give him tools?
A million, trillion
Or is this
to
just-
one and rising. That's the odds.
Oh, he has Bruce Banner in him, that's why. Never mind.
Chance to nullify the madness behind the
Makes
monster.
sense. It's fair. That's prep time, though.
5. A right angle is 80 degrees. This element is beyond.
The fight would go on that long, though. Both of them can't really die, so yeah.
1,000 times.
Really, this is no difference than letting your opponent do fighting, really.
A million. A trillion.
Gonna figure out how to send them
I
back to the
just
road.
need one.
This death battles have to end in death, right? It can't just be for him. Yeah, that's what I thought. So Hulk got him. But brains? No, he sent them back? Wait, what's going on? It has gamma in it though.
You did it, big guy. We did it.
So dead or BFR?
Okay, run this by me. What happened?
It's complicated, so let's break this down into 3 categories. First up, power. Most versions of Godzilla can
Hulk
shrug off
took
black
it,
holes
okay.
and extinction level events.
Yeah, Hulk
Tag
lost
beyond-
like 2 death battles, bro. Doomsday clapped his cheeks. Broly clapped his cheeks, and the Broly cheek clapping was controversial as hell. A lot of people did not agree with that. Oh man, he had to get a dub.
light speed foes like Gigan, blow up planets. However, the Hulk is beyond that.
The big guy clapped a universe to bits and shook
Yeah.
the infinite dimensions linked to the crossroads. In a straight fight with a classic Godzilla, 616 Hulk smashes the power advantage.
But factoring in Ultima changes things. The entity sees all
What a-
of
that's a
space-time
fat
and can manipulate
Godzilla,
its
bro.
results at a whim. No matter how strong the Hulk got, Ultima could potentially negate it.
But Hulk broke chains made of the first firmament. firmament,
Exactly.
which could overwhelm eternity.
An abstract concept of a being not entirely
They
unlike
just do
Ultima's
things that
entity.
just don't
Even
make
a
sense.
small
So
piece of the first firmament could break the multiverse.
Still, unless Hulk could remove Ultima from the equation, neither held a clear advantage in power and stats.
that's
Especially
insane.
when you look at their immortality.
This was practically a never-ending death loop. Even with their healing factors, both could technically kill each other, but then just come right back.
Oh, both Hulk and Godzilla could not stay dead.
Unless they could somehow prevent what was happening in those other dimensions. So let's examine the layers of their multiverses. Marvel's cosmos has infinite higher dimensions, which themselves are transcended
Infinite
by the
higher
astral
dimensions.
plane, the superflow, and so on until you reach the House of Ideas,
Oh,
the domain of
boy.
the one above all.
Since the one below all mirrors the one above all, the below place mirrors the House of Ideas. Get it?
In comparison, the cosmos of Godzilla's multiverse
This
is
is
just
small.
as vast and infinite,
For real?
but does not have the same sort
Oh.
of transcending layers
Okay.
above and below. This means the below place,
Ain't
the
got
Hulk's
no
respawn
God.
point and source of power, is out of the entity's reach.
So the real question is, if
That
they
sorta
both
makes
can't
sense.
die and Ultima's entity can't affect the below place, could Hulk somehow stop the entity before it destroyed the universe?
It all comes down to Gamma and Archetype. Ultima was defeated in the
Archetype.
anime by using a trans-temporal super dimension calculator,
BFR'd him,
operating
though.
at infinite speeds to activate the orthogonal diagonalizer, turning Archetype against itself.
Ultima endlessly spews this stuff, so there's plenty to work with. And Hulk can reach into comic book gutter space, so he should be able to reach through a singular point. But that's not enough.
Fortunately for Hulk, it just so happens he knows someone who, like scientists who have defeated Godzilla in the
Banner.
past, is an expert on particles from a greater dimension that mutate reality beyond our understanding.
Who
This
made
is
a
really
device
good.
with those particles that break space-time, like the diagonalizer? Who made a supercomputer that scanned the infinite multiverse with the speed of a hypermind, like the dimension calculator? Hell, the guy made an interstellar radio out of sticks and stones in a matter of days, and even built an ultimate nullifier. It's like he was made
Ultimate
for this.
nullifier?
The Green Door waits
He
for
built
no
one?
Hulk, including Banner. Even if Ultima's catastrophe destroyed the universe,
insane.
the door could deposit Banner in a different universe, and he could continue the fight.
He had all the time in the infinite
Yup.
multiverse.
There was only one way this could end, and only one person who could make it so.
Even among gods and monsters, man was the ultimate weapon.
The winner is Bruce Banner.
Okay, so yeah, he killed him
Next
because he
time
destroyed the
on
singularity
Death
point.
Battle.
Hold on. Before we just figure out who's next, we gotta ask ourselves this question. What would happen if Godzilla absorbed gamma radiation? What would he become? That'd be pretty insane. Alright, let's see who's next. Is that Ruby? No, Ruby versus Soul Eater? That's so weird. I mean, everyone got sides, but...
Subscribe and join as a member to see more Death Battle.
Yo, Ruby might die, bro. I'm not gonna hold you. Like, she might die, dog. I don't see her coming out of this one alive. Unless they want to try to use some Blaze Blue feats. I don't even know if she has feats in that game. I don't know. Cross tag battle. I don't know if they're gonna try to use feats from there, but I just don't see her surviving this. It's just such a weird battle. Maybe, and I've been wrong before. No, we're probably gonna pull something out, but the Silver Eyes has that even been explained? Because I stopped watching Ruby. I just never got back into it. I just know that it just flashes and then everything's just fucked up afterwards. Never really explained it. I stopped at the part where Crow got arrested. That's where I stopped. I stopped watching after that. They were in that city with and Penny was back, and then she got bodied again, I think. Yeah, she just came back to life just to die again. What a funny show. But nah, I just stopped watching. I don't know why. I just didn't see priority anymore. But I don't know if I should. I honestly don't know if I should. But Ruby versus Maka, I think Maka might destroy, bro. Unless the Silver Eyes has something crazy that I don't know about. I just don't see Ruby surviving this. Honestly, did she even beat Salem? Pretty sure didn't beat Salem, Who'd win in the fight, Asura or Salem? I'm pretty sure Asura claps, right? Yo, I don't know, man. It's definitely it's a death battle. It's definitely a death battle. Soul Eater getting attention is kind of weird, but you know, it is what it is. We're here. We're ready. And let's just see what happens. That's all I gotta say. But this has been a good death battle. Hulk is sort of just a higher dimensional being than Godzilla overall, so his immortality really didn't matter. It really didn't matter at all once Hulk figured him out. Banner figured him out, you know. But it was a very entertaining death battle. It really felt like an event death battle, really. Like, they put their all into this one. Like, don't get me wrong, like, Deku versus Mao had the stylistic approach, but this one felt very cinematic. Very cinematic. Did I see Dragon Zord versus Mechagodzilla? I don't think I saw that one. When the fuck did they make this? When did they make this? I never seen this one. When did this come out? What the hell? What? 5 years ago? 2019? I don't think I seen that one. Holy shit. I gotta check this one out. Alright, let's get it. I'm gonna watch this one soon. But this is like 5 years ago, so I'm not gonna expect the craziness. Because I heard they said something in this death battle that I didn't even know happened. Like, Godzilla his soul took over a Mecha Godzilla unit. That's pretty insane. So they might use that here. We'll see. But yeah, I gotta add this to my list.